Hey everybody, Facebook Marketplace strikes again. This time it's not a car, nor a useless half of a VW engine. This is something useful that I'm going to try. I've never had one of these before, so we're going to see if it works. This is the VW Bug tow bar. I mean, I'm assuming it works, like people have them all the time. I just never tried it before. So the old 69 Bug here. Yes, it's running and I kind of got the brakes going, but I really just need to go get it verified. And since I saw the tow bar on Facebook for 40 bucks, I figured let's just go grab that. They're usually over 100. So I'm going to go ahead and hook it up and just drag the car over today and get it verified and be done with that. So let's see if this thing works. I mean, it should, but let's see. So it didn't come with instructions, but I think it's pretty easy to figure out. That goes onto the hitch. This goes underneath the front beam, and you got the little screw that holds it in there, one on each side. So let's go pop under the car. Oh, you know what? I should move the car first, then put this on when I have it in position, because right now the car's facing forward and I can't get in front of that unless maybe, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go put it on, and then I'm just gonna tie this to the bumper so I can pull it out, and then, yeah, let's do that. And another reason I decided to go ahead and just try and tow it in is even though the key works here to start the car, it doesn't do anything to turn it off. So this is the ignition on and off. If I turn it one more time, you'll hear the starter, but the car's running right now. I don't want to do that. So that normally would turn the car off. So how do I turn it off right now? I have to reach through the dash over to here. Pull this wire, and that stops the car, which is cool if you're not driving around and need to turn the car off. So then to plug it back in, this is basically my ignition switch. So now it's plugged back in, and then the car starts again. So like I said, you know, it's I could limp it there, but I also don't have seat belts. Also, those brakes down there are a little on the sketch side. The emergency brake works. But, you know, since I got the tow bar, let's just make life easy. Oh yeah, I gotta turn the car back off now. Getting pretty good at that. Oh, and then we do still have the issue of no gas tank, which you'd say, why do you need a gas tank for towing it? I do need to be able to back the car out of the driveway out to the street so I can hook it up. But yeah, this'll do for now. You like the bungee cord holding up the sway bar? It's pretty cool. I'm only going like 2 miles, so I'm not too worried about these screws backing off. I mean, I am worried about that as a theory, but that if it happened, it wouldn't be cool. But I don't think it's going to happen in the next couple miles. And probably not the most bulletproof option, but I really don't need this coming off, so I'm just going to give it a super hacky extra bit of protection there. Again, just going 2 miles, not that worried about it, but just to keep it from potentially moving around. All right, looks like that worked. Just need to fix that up to the bumper so I can pull it out of the driveway and hook it up to the vehicle for towing. All right, there's our solution, a bungee cord to hold it up to the bumper just so we can get it out of the driveway and hooked up to the tow vehicle. So technically, this is the very first driving of the car. Not that I'm going to drive it very far. I'm pretty much just going in reverse about 20-30 feet. But yeah, I've never made the car move under its own power before. This is a first. In the future, we'll drive it a little farther, of course. And no, I'm not trying to burn out the clutch. I'm just speeding up the footage a bit. So how am I supposed to line this up from inside the car? I have an idea. One benefit of most of the dash being gone is I could line up the tow bar with the hitch and just drive it right on target. I know, I'll just go buy a switch one of these days. So I got this kit from Amazon, which is supposed to be a quick magnetized, easy plug and play kit here. So you got a light, connector, and another light. So let's just see if this pops right on and works ideally. All right, so here's one piece, here's the other piece. We'll do a little test before we put it in the back so I can see if it's working. Unplug this for now. Okay, I'm gonna plug that in. All right, brake. So what I'm gonna do is, since I'm here by myself, I'm gonna have to try the brakes and then see if it works by watching the video. All right, it's kind of hard to see here, but it is blinking and flashing, so we have success. Not sure which one's right or left. Switch. Might actually say, doesn't. Up here. Maybe I'll put them up here. All right, with that, we're not in gear. E-brake is not on. Let's go. Well, here we go. It's still behind me. And no weird noises yet. It's in neutral. The steering column is free and clear. The e-brake's off. Electrically, it's hooked up. So I think we just need to do a little bit of a drive. So this bring in and get signed. This is a one-day permit, so I can drive it around. Even though I'm not driving it, to have it on the road, you got to have a permit registration. So this gives me 1 day to get it in, checked, and back. And then it's going to be non-op for quite a while. Non-op meaning non-operational while I'm fixing it up. So my plan is to hit DMV right at closing time again, which it is 4:42 now, so I should be there in a few minutes. There's a special spot for verification, but it was occupied. So the good news is the bug made it all the way to DMV, all 2 miles without falling off, which is good. I wasn't expecting it to, but you never know. So I kind of like this tow hitch thing. It's much handier than trying to make the car run and gambling with a mystery car. I mean, there is some fun to that too, but sometimes you just don't have time for it to possibly break down. So we're good and gonna deal with all that paperwork. So this is the form you fill out when you want your vehicle to be non-operational, meaning it's not really registered to be driven on the street, but that way you can own it and it's technically yours. You just don't have to pay insurance or worry about getting a ticket parked anywhere because you're not allowed to bring it out on the streets. And this form is when you need a new title if you didn't get one from the previous owner, also called a pink slip. And this was the big one I came for today for the signature to prove that the car I bought matched the registration form that I had from the previous owner. When you go to DMV, they give you a number that they'll call on a big screen.
Now serving B199 at window number 10.
Well, it looks like we're going to be coming back. The VIN was verified. That was cool. But in doing all the paperwork, round 3 of the paperwork, turns out I was supposed to bring a copy of an old registration, even though I went through a bunch of paperwork process before, which I thought was good enough. And all I needed was the VIN verification. But oh well. We'll be back another time. The good thing was I was able to slip in at exactly 5 o'clock, so the wait wasn't horribly long. It's now 5:30, so only half an hour at the DMV that's like a record. Well, compared to the last time was like 10 minutes. So let's see if I can beat the record next time. I don't need to get a verification. So in theory, just come back with one more piece of documentation proving it's a California registered car, and we should be good. So the takeaway for you is, you know, for me, I don't mind this. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun to go through all this. But if you do buy a car without a title and without a registration and without license plates, know that you may have some homework to do. So I'm hoping to educate you through this process. What the process is in the old California with the Department of Motor Vehicles. So overall, this tow's pretty easy. Sometimes coming around the corner, it gets this weird oscillation and bangs all around, but you just got to slow down, straighten up, and then it goes pretty good. So yeah, I think I'm going to do this more often. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today. The bug is back. The tow bar worked, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I have never done that with all the cars I've had for old Volkswagens. I've never had a tow bar, so I'm happy that I now have a tow bar because odds are I'm going to need it again. So yeah, if you can get your hands on one and you need to tow a bug around. Actually, I have a friend whose bug isn't running, and he said I should just tow it over to your house. So we might do that soon. We might tow David's bug over here and get it up and running. So I'll use that tow bar again soon.